I want everybody to go home. And I want
We don't got no home.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about what you just saw, which was U.S. House Rep Maxine Waters confronting a group of homeless people, telling them to go home. Now, you see the problem right there, right? If they're homeless, where are they going to go? They're already home. They're outside right now. They're not inside the building, so they're pretty much at home as it is. That was a pretty out of touch moment, and a moment that kind of encapsulates the problems with California, Los Angeles, and Maxine Waters' district. A lot of you guys may have forgotten that she's still in office. She still has a job. Is she doing the job very well? I can't tell if she is. Now, before I go any further, let's roll the clip. In this clip, you're going to see a little bit more than what you saw in the beginning. And after we get done with that, I'll come back. I'll talk about what was said there. Then I'll give you the rest of my 2 cents and my deep detailed analysis. And then I'll wrap it on up with a nice bow on top. So without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Wilson. Did they move another location where they're taking ass? Is there any more locations than this one?
No, it might have been just so many people out here.
1 minute. I want everybody to go home. And I want
We don't got no home. Okay. That's why we here. Miss Miss Waters, get home. We gonna go too.
just a moment.
It might have been some
Just a
people
moment.
out here.
Nothing is going to happen here today. Nothing is going to happen anymore today.
What about
But
all these names?
what we're gonna
Telephone
well, that's what
numbers
give
Well, can you leave
Excuse me.
Can you leave?
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. And so I will be downtown with Lassa. I will get the housing authority. That's why they came out here today. I made them come out here. And I'm going to go.
And you need to know why they're failing, because Blanca Jimenez repeated, we gave her several meeting requests for you concerning this in Lassa for years.
Well,
and
excuse
now
me,
that's what
there's nobody in Washington who works for their people in a harder than I do.
I believe you.
I don't want to hear that.
I believe you. So can we finish though? Work with me.
No.
Work with me so we can house people. That's what
I
I
do every day.
What you do every day? I'm still on the damn
the
street.
money that you got
She's 70 years, she doesn't cash it out.
in Washington, D.C. I will
That's what we
continue
do. We
to work.
probate
I will get
whatever.
the information. There's no more vouchers today.
They would never know about that.
All right, so you saw that, you heard that. Now, come on, Mad Max. Like, really? Where's your brain at? You got to understand what's happening. You have to know these people are there trying to get a Section 8 voucher. They're trying to get it to a home. So when you say, hey, go home, you're not really understanding what's going on. These people don't just have great houses already and whatnot. No, a Section 8 voucher, they're trying to get into a home for a low cost. That's the main issue. Now, of course, there's also an issue in Los Angeles with drugs and the homeless, but that's a different story aside from what's happening right there. I think a lot of those people that were out there were probably legitimately homeless. There may have been some drug addicts, of course, but I think a lot of them are legitimately homeless. And before I get to the article, which I do have, of course, I just want to say this part. In California, like Los Angeles, San Francisco, maybe even up and down the left coast, free out of Washington, Portland, Oregon, you have, I say, 2 different types of homeless people, at least 2 different types. As far as just looking at it on a zoomed out level, you have the regular normie homeless who just, they falling on hard luck. The economy's crazy. Housing in Los Angeles, left coast is crazy. Then I think probably the majority of homeless are those that have drug, alcohol, and mental health problems. Okay. Now, you don't necessarily see those 2 groups together at the same time, but sometimes, like at this Section 8 situation, maybe they might have been there at the same time. It was probably more normies than dope fiends. Now, before I really go down that rabbit hole, here's an article, and we're going to get into some of the minutia, some of the more explicit details. Now, here is the headline. You see, Rep Maxine Waters warns reporter over LA homeless story. You'll hurt yourself. So you threatening people? Is that what we got going on, Mad Max? Like, what's really happening? But anyway, the article says, the Wednesday story by investigative reporter Connor Sheets detail a March 25th incident in South Los Angeles where hundreds of homeless people tried to obtain Section 8 housing vouchers after being misled by social media rumors. Now, if you don't know what a Section 8 voucher is, basically, the government, okay, if you have a voucher, you're able to take that voucher to, for example, an apartment or someone's home. And if they want to rent it to you, the government will pay the majority of the mortgage or the rent or whatever it is. I think it's like 80%, 90%. And if I'm wrong about that, y'all let me know in the comments. But basically, the government will pay the majority of the rent or mortgage. Now, these vouchers are like golden tickets. If you get one, it's literally valuable as gold. When I was in Virginia, I saw a story similar to this, and I think there were thousands of homeless people out there. It definitely hundreds, but probably thousands. And it was in the summertime. It was hot. There were tempers flaring. The police had to get called. And I think there were only like 30 or so vouchers or some kind of low number like that. If I could find that article, I'll link to it in the box. But this is always kind of a hot button issue. And I think that it's caused by an over-reliance on the government. If you're relying upon the government and you want them to help you all the time, and they say, okay, Section 8, you're going to be rushing like a mad dog to get these government benefits rather than trying to do something else for yourself. That's typically how it goes in places like Los Angeles, but we'll keep on going in the article. The would-be applicants crashed an event held by a nonprofit advocacy group, Fathers and Mothers Who Care, which had been meant to help the unhoused obtain emergency shelter. So there was an event for the homeless. Okay, so Max can't just say, oh, I didn't know what was going. Come on, man, you were at an event for the homeless already, so let's not play that game. But there was confusion because of social media rumors saying, hey, if you go to that event, you can get a voucher. That's kind of what I'm reading. And again, if I'm wrong, you guys let me know. So here's some pictures right there of what's happening. You know, when I saw the homelessness on the left coast in Los Angeles, San Fran, Seattle, Portland, I was shocked. I never seen anything like it before. You see, where I live in Tennessee, sometimes they'll have a homeless encampment that gets uncovered. It'd be in like off in the cut. You would never see it. You would never know it was there unless you happen to go down there and search for it. There's all kind of shrubbery and stuff hiding it, but out in LA, it's just out in the open, just like right in front of your house. That's unheard of over on this side of the Mississippi. I've never seen that before, but in LA, it's just like normal. This scene right here is crazy. But anyway, the confusion reportedly overwhelmed the nonprofit as well as Los Angeles Housing Services Authority, that's LASHA, workers who told the unexpected arrivals that they would only be able to provide their information and enter emergency housing database. So basically, we put your name in this database to try and get you some assistance, but at the end of the day, we cannot give you a voucher right now to go out and try to find some place to live. And these houses that they're trying to buy, when I say they, I mean just normies that might be able to afford a place, they're going for $500,000 in places like Watts and Inglewood and Compton and et cetera. And if you don't know, that's like the hood. It's the ghetto area of LA. So 1,200 square foot, two bed, 1 bath, 3 bed, 2 bath, or 3 bed, 1 bath. They're going for $550,000, $600,000 in Los Angeles. You can get almost a mansion for that kind of money over here in Tennessee, Georgia, Texas, et cetera. But here we continue. At one point, Waters told the crowd, I want everybody to go home, triggering an angry response. We don't got no home. That's why we're here. One member of the crowd yelled back, according to the LA Times, what home we're going to go to? Exactly as was said in the video, Waters reportedly responded by laughing and saying, nothing is going to happen here today. Soon after, Waters appeared to grow frustrated by a question from a local housing advocacy nonprofit. So I guess somebody was there from one of these NGO type places. And then the response was, excuse me, you already heard that. Nobody works in Washington as hard as me, you know, cussing and everything else. But if you work so hard in Washington, I can't tell. Look at the condition of your constituents. These people are out here living hand to mouth, nowhere to live at, mobbing you trying to find a place to live. If you're doing such a great job, then I can't tell. I don't see the fruits of your labor at all. One homeless woman or disabled woman, Joyce Burnett, told the Times that Waters instructed the crowd to come back to the South LA office the following Tuesday with appropriate documents. Maxine Waters was here, and she said to come back Tuesday with her paperwork filled out I have it, everything they asked for, but every time we get near the front of the line, they shut the door. They opened the door about 20 minutes ago and said they're not servicing anyone else today. That's usually how it goes. But here's the last part of this. When contacted by the LA Times Tuesday, Waters requested the story not be published, saying it's a bunch of rumors. What you mean rumors, Miss Waters? We saw it on camera. Talking about rumors, but I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Quote, you'll hurt yourself and the community trying to put this together without background, unquote, she told Sheets. According to the report, I don't want you to start trying to write it. You won't understand it. What is it to understand? I don't really get it. Okay, there's not too much there. But yeah, what is it to understand? Clearly, a lot of people wanted those vouchers for Section 8. You guys couldn't handle the crowd. You made a mistake talking about go home when they're homeless. So what is it? I mean, why I try to suppress the story? Because is it embarrassing? Is it embarrassing how bad your constituents are living? How bad your area, your district is? How bad California has gotten? How bad it is to the point where people are fleeing? I mean, maybe you don't want to talk about that. Maybe that's the actual issue here. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to Maxine Waters for trying to corrupt the media, trying to get the media to bend to her will to not report stories. Is this what I'm talking about? The media are often compromised by the Maxine Water types, by the NGO types. They're compromised oftentimes because they're not allowed to say certain things. They can't do certain things, or they're being pressured to not do certain things or say certain things. Same thing with social media, Twitter, Facebook, etc. They get a lot of Washington, D.C. pressure on their back, and that's part of the reason why they can't really do or say anything. And this is really a mess, but at the end of the day, I'm going to say this. L.A., San Francisco, the whole left coast is a mess. It's a complete mess. Those in power can't really do anything. They keep voting for Maxine Waters. What have they gotten? And it's not just Maxine. She's just a small piece of the pie. The whole California government, the entire left coast, California, Oregon, Washington State, all the government is just corrupt top to bottom, communist top to bottom, ineffective top to bottom, incompetent top to bottom. That's the problem. That's really it right there. The comments made by Maxine Waters just it just kind of highlight the ridiculousness that's happening in the state. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? How do you feel about what Maxine Waters said? Hey, homeless people, go home. Whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. How do you feel about the state of Los Angeles right now? I mean, to have that many people outside trying to get a Section 8 voucher, to have all these people that are outside homeless, just living on the street, just all this stuff, like it looks like an airport baggage claim, just filthy outside everywhere, all over the city. When I was in LA a couple years ago, I wasn't impressed. Now, granted, it was raining and cold and whatnot, but still, I wasn't impressed. People were rude. It was like New York City. It was like how I imagine New York City would be in the 80s or something, maybe the 70s. Rude people, crowded, filthy, just a mess, a complete mess. Hopefully, California can improve itself because the state is beautiful, but the cities are just, I mean, it's looking like dystopian future. Hopefully, they're able to fix that because if they don't, I don't foresee the problems getting any better in the future, and that can be a very bad thing for not only people that live in California, but also the entirety of the nation. But whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.